welcome to Point of View! Today I'm driving a Volvo S60. Now this is the second generation of the Volvo S60, introduced back in 2010. This generation of the S60 had a completely new design, exterior and in the interior. There were many petrol and diesel versions on offer at the time. This one is the D5, the most powerful diesel Volvo offered. Now Volvos generally aren't driven by yobos, they are gentleman cars, old people cars, and with that in mind, this car has to fight off its main rivals, the Audi A4, Mercedes C-Class and the BMW 3 Series. The price range is relatively similar. All of them offer frugal and powerful diesel and petrol engines. I'm here to find out whether this car can still keep up its fists when the Germans are barking at it, and yeah. Let's find out. Now on the exterior, as I said, this car featured a brand new design for Volvo. It has a sort of a funky design. The proportions are sort of weird, but they're not ugly, definitely. Gone is the era of the boxy Volvos, and yeah, I think this car will look good in years to come. The same design continues on the inside. It's simple, Swedish, it's pleasant to look at, all the materials feel good, soft touch plastics everywhere. Some bad places can be found down here, and yeah, if you search you can find some plastics all around that aren't that good, but all in all, the feel of this cabin is very nice. The leather on the steering wheel, on the seats, everywhere, it feels it could hold up, and this car has done, let's say, about 250,000 kilometers. It holds up very nicely. I like the fact that Volvo has made the knobs and switches all chunky and easy to use. In Sweden, in the Baltics, wherever, in the winter time it could go like minus 20 degrees or something like that, or even more, which means you do not want to take off your gloves in the morning when you go to work. And yeah, these buttons are so big and they're easy to use. Little things. I also have to mention the seats. Volvo seats are known to be very comfortable. They're good, solid. Long journeys are no problem. The only thing I wish it had ventilated seats. I think it wasn't even an option, although heated seats are a standard, so that's good. And the second thing is the headrest. When you really put your head back, it's kind of hard. I mean, the rest of the seat is very soft, and then you put your head back and it's like I think it's too hard. The steering wheel has many grip points. It's the right size. It doesn't feel big. Everything on the steering wheel feels basically at home. Cruise control on the left, music and Bluetooth and audio settings on the right. Now the center control. You can put your hand through this place here. It's sort of a floaty design feature. I quite like it. And now we get to the options in this car. This is quite well spec'd. It's the highest version, the Summum version, with sat-nav, heated seats, leather seats, electric seats, sunroof, leather here and there. There is also a backup camera, some nice speakers, xenon headlights which turn and swivel, LED daytime running lights, a stereo which has all the connections you could ask for, except SD card, but Bluetooth, auxiliary, iPod, USB, etc. One option I especially like in this car is the keyless entry. I think it's the best one I have tried. It just works every time and without fault. The key itself, well, I can show it to you because it's not needed anywhere else in the car. Anyway, the key is here. It's chunky, it feels good. In your hand it's solid, and the same design feature continues here. Let's see. Anyway, you can put this in the slot, unlike Audis and BMWs. When you put the key inside the slot in a BMW or an Audi, it's sort of hard. You have to figure it out how it works. In a BMW you have to push it. In an Audi it's also the starter button. Yeah, in Volvo it's just better. You have this sort of magnet-like feeling when taking the key out and putting it in. it just works. And the second thing is, with the keyless option, all 4 doors have the sensors of the keyless entry. No 2-door bullshit in this car. Why BMW? Why don't you give the 3 Series 4 doors with keyless entry? It's just convenient. Anyway, you can spec this car with adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane assist, safety features all around. And all S60s come with city safety as standard. This means the car will brake for you in an emergency situation. It will save you some cash and some haggling with some insurance companies. You do not want to do that. And now we get to the driving part of this review. It's a Volvo, so it's wallowy, soft, and generally very nice to drive. In the city it's comfortable. This particular car has the adaptive suspension. You can have it in either Comfort Sport or Advanced. Right now it's in Sport. Truth be told, I really can't tell the difference between the 3 modes. I checked with the dealer and the system is working. Other than that, the ride is quiet. The cabin feels... yeah, it feels like any other German car. Let's do some accelerations. I'll put the gearbox in Sport mode. Floor it. 0 to 60 comes in like 7.8 seconds or something like that. But it's the Newton meters that really make the difference. The gearbox is quite slow, but it's a Volvo, so you're not expecting DSG performance. But having said that, in the city it is more comfortable than the DSG. If you floor it, it does its job perfectly. It's just not the quickest gearbox in the world. And as you might have heard, now we come to the bad part of this car, which consequently might be the best part of this car, I don't know. Anyway, the diesel engine is quite rattly. At 2000 RPMs it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. Let's say 3,500–4,000 RPMs begins to sound better, more fruity even. But yeah, in the lower RPMs it is really rattly, and standing still at the lights you really do hear it, you feel it through the car. If buying a Volvo, I would stick with the petrol engine, but having said that, this is a very economical car. In the highway with spirited driving and some overtaking, I averaged, it was something like 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers. And bear in mind, I had 4 people and the car full of luggage. Oh, almost forgot a really cool feature. It's quite pointless in my mind, but nevertheless, this car also has a DVD system. I don't know why, but Volvo offered the DVD system with a remote. It's very heavy, it's clunky, and I struggled to find the reason why Volvo would offer such a thing. So the kids in the back could turn up the volume, so your drunk friends could do it. Let's be honest, if you're sitting in the front, you can control everything in the front. Why would you need the remote? Stop the car. Let's take a quick look on the outside. This car has the black metallic paintwork. Now checking out the boot. Plenty of room. It's full of stuff at the moment. So yeah. Backup camera here. Sitting at the back. This is my driving position. Plenty of legroom, even if I slouch. Again, the seats are extremely comfortable, very soft. Leather feels good. You have a nice handrest with cup holders, of course. The cabin feels light and airy thanks to the sunroof, although the back windows are tinted. Yeah, it's a pretty car, and as I said, the interior feels Swedish, modern, stylish. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. So, what do I think about the Volvo S60? Can it compete with the Germans? Understated looks and sort of Swedish simplicity and design. Yeah, it definitely has a place in the market, and that's the reason why it's so popular. If you want a soft, comfy ride, you don't care about the image you have with the Audi or a BMW. As of performance, it can live with the Germans. The quality is almost the same. It's not Audi quality on the inside, and yeah, you don't get the BMW badge when buying the Volvo, but do you need it? Anyway guys, this was my short review of the Volvo S60. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, subscribe, comment, and yeah, see you again guys. Bye.